Very much. How are you?
Please, I'm fine.
Charlie, I learned your dad passed.
Yes, so
Charlie.
first I went to help me. I will say, everything we say glory to God.
Sure. Accept our sincere condolence.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right. So as we have already spoken, this pure academic work, and then I would like you to share your experience with betting. Anyway, you bet.
Betting.
Yes.
I will say yes, but for now, no. I
Why?
used to bet,
Okay.
but for now, I don't bet anymore.
Why did you stop betting?
There's a whole lot.
You want
Betting is good when you ask me.
really?
Yes, if you ask me, I will tell you betting is good.
Okay.
And
Why is
bet-
it good?
yeah, betting is good because sometimes you do get some money and then you used to solve your situations or problems.
Okay.
But in another way, betting is very bad.
Really?
Just that when yeah, I can say betting is good because when maybe once a while you feel like you want to bet,
Okay.
maybe if you are lucky you can get something there.
Okay.
But when you become addicted to it,
Okay.
that's where betting will destroy your life.
Okay.
You'll be surprised. My daddy's funeral was just last week,
Okay.
and then because of betting,
Yeah.
I couldn't save anything before this funeral came. So unfortunate for me, it wasn't.
So it means that you have actually not stopped betting, but you've just paused.
No, I've
Okay.
stopped. But I'm saying that because of
So
betting,
you stopped
if
how
I
long
tell
ago?
you the money betting, I don't even want to talk about it. Since you are asking me, let me just tell you.
Yeah.
Because betting, let's say bet.
Yeah.
You see, I was young when I started betting. I started betting somewhere at the age of 8. If I
8 years.
yes, me, my brothers. Where my background is all about betting. Everybody in the house bet.
You started betting 8 years.
8 years ago, like not 8 years. I was 8 years when I started betting.
Started by
And now I'm
betting.
26, so you can, if you want to, I don't want to do that calculation.
Wow.
But
Some 14 years.
I'm telling you, so I became
Whoa.
very addicted to it.
Wow.
So betting, normally when I started, my brothers would send me. By then, it wasn't even on phone. They would send you that go to the bet center. They'll give you the codes.
Okay.
You just go there, you place the bet. Sometimes by
Okay.
the time you get home, the bet choke you.
So what are the codes? What is code?
Code is when you go there. By then, there's a sheet. Let's say I don't know how you understand, but
Yeah.
it's like this.
Okay.
And then maybe the team will be here.
Okay.
So the name of the team is here.
Okay.
Then there's a certain code because a lot of people are there. So you can't go and tell the person that do me for more unless you write
Okay.
the code.
Code.
So maybe
Okay.
if it's over 1.5, let's say this team to win,
Okay.
or let's say 2.5, then you
Okay.
do. The code is attached to it.
Okay.
So you just write the code. Then when you get it, they'll just start the code. They are not now going to say this team is over one or win or draw
Okay.
this.
So they
So it
just
make it
type in the
easier.
codes.
Yes, so it makes it easier. And then so sometimes my brothers will work on that and give it to me. So when I get there, I just do anything I want to do.
And leave.
Sometimes before you get home, the bet spoil. But we say it's all part of it.
Wow.
Yeah, the day you blow it to, then we call it too good, so
And so you started betting 8 years
yes,
when you were
yes,
8 years.
yes.
So have you won some before? What was your highest you've won before?
Highest I can remember is 600 series. But I think that 600 series, I can't remember some festival.
It was a festival time.
Festival time. So that 600 series, I was the Odogu Ito. But
That would be like how many years now?
if I'm not lying about, let's say 10 years ago,
No, started enjoying for long.
not enjoying, you know.
600
I
cities by
started sorrow for long. Because you see, seriously, you can win 10, let's say that 600 I'm talking to you about, you can win it. And maybe during that month, the money bet will take from you. Okay, I don't know to others, but for
Okay.
me, and let's say those I know
Okay.
of, me, I understand risks like when you do and you hit it, then you multiply or you boost in life. So me, I can place bet like 50 CDs, 500 CDs, 2,000. So Unfortunately for me, that's how I'm, and then me too. I'm a kind of person, that I don't believe in defeat. So when I do it, let's say 500 cities, and then I couldn't win that one, I'll try and then do it 1,000 cities because I want to recover my money. So that's how bet got to destroy my life. And
So it means that the more you play, the more you
I
want.
multiply, and the more I multiply,
So
I can call people and borrow money from them.
wow. So you've played like 1,000 cities before.
1,000 cities is less.
But I learned that if you want to bet be arrow from 1,000 going, they don't
Says my own.
allow.
1,000 cities is less small money
Small.
that people bet with.
Really?
Before I stop betting, bet won me about, if I'm not lying, 7,000 plus less than 2 hours. 7,000 plus. Okay, normally I used to bet that the football side,
Yeah.
whereby maybe this team is going to win, this team is
Yeah.
going to win. And then later on, I felt like I've upgraded, so I don't need to wait for that
For
again. So I
only
need the quick money now. So because of that, I start doing gambling, which is, to me, I do we call it Tutuana Coco, red and black. That
Okay.
one, let's say this side is red
Okay.
and this side is black.
Yeah.
So the thing is like this. So if I said it will be red, let's say less than second, if it will just come. So if I say red and I multiply the money, that one multiplies by 2. So if I say 1,000 cities, it will be red, and then black show, they warn you.
They have
When
took
I tell
1,000
you,
cities.
yeah, when you say it will be red, and then the red comes to, it will multiply times 2. So my
Wow.
belief is, I just don't want to, let's say, I don't want to accept the fact where I'll say they won me today.
Okay.
So if they are winning me until I recover the money,
You are not
I'm
stopping.
not stopping, and that's how I became. It's a whole lot. It's a whole over.
Wow. But let me take you back. You started betting 8 years.
Yeah.
But do you know that there is a regulation in Ghana that young people of from 18 years and above are only the people allowed to bet. You cannot, if you are below 18 years, you cannot bet. Are you aware of that?
100% aware.
So how come? So it means that how come you were betting at 8 years and there was nothing, there was no problem?
That is sometimes when, excuse me to say,
Yes.
if the family you are coming from, maybe your parents are not really, let's say, harsh on you in a way, you end up doing that.
Okay.
And then about the law you are talking about, there are a lot of people on the street. The police even pass by, but they don't even get, what are you going to do? Sometimes the guys will stop you in town, beat you, you won't even know them. I feel like that's the reason why some police don't
They
go
don't.
into. I can't really tell much, but all I know is there are a lot of young, even to now, there are a lot of young people under 18 years who are betting,
Wow.
and because of that, they don't respect anyone.
Wow.
Some even use some juju or whatever under it. I don't believe in that, but
Okay.
some do, which I know,
Okay.
and it's working for them. But me,
Really?
because I don't believe in it, I don't do that.
Okay.
And then I don't know whether that's how come bets destroy my life in a way, but once there's life, there is hope.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like we're saying, it means that 8 years, it means that the people who are in charge of the betting syndicate, like the place the people go to bet, it means that they are also not doing their work because they are supposed to check people of 18 years and above. It means that many of them are not doing their work right.
Sure,
They are not checking those things.
that is not what they need. They
All
want
they
their
need is
money.
their money.
Yes, and to them, the more you bet, the more they get their money. So just that they can't say everyone should come. So because they don't want to involve themselves in problem, that's why they just put that notice there, that
18
18 years
years
and above.
plus.
Yes, but when you are less than 8 years and you go, they don't even ask you any question. It's their money they want, so you give them their money. They give you your shit. I'm sure it's paper you want to exchange money with.
Yes.
So they'll give you your paper.
When?
If you are lucky, you get it. If you are not lucky to, then you exchange money with paper.
So you say your highest you've won was 600 cities.
600.
That's about some 10 years ago.
I'm telling you. Sometimes you do win 500 CDs, 20 CDs, 30 CDs during the week.
Okay.
But if you sit down and you calculate the money you gave them,
Yeah. So
it's better I
so
start saving.
so as at then, I know now you stopped.
Yeah.
As at then, how many times do you bet in a week or in a day?
Me, unless I don't get the money. See, I remember one day I was there very hungry, and then someone dashed me 2 cedis, 2 Ghana cedis, which I can do Gary out of it. But I went to use it for betting. Unfortunate for me, they won me that day. I slept, and have you ever had dream of? I slept and I had a dream that I'm hungry. In the dream, see, it's funny to you, but I'm serious. It's just that you will not understand how I felt that day. And when I woke, I realized that no, this is no joke. So I went to call some people, they gave me the money. And immediately the money get into my hands, I couldn't buy the food again. I went to bet again. I want to bet money. So luckily for me, I met a friend. Yes, I met a friend. They were eating. Sometimes you have to put shame away. And I just they were insulting my head. And at the end of the day, I was okay. Though I give the money to betting or bet, I also get the
Wow.
money. Yeah, I get food then. So betting, when you become addicted to it and you are not lucky, you can sell your property. I met a certain man. He was a teacher. By I believe he's even dead now because the man sold his car, house because of betting. By then I was young, so I didn't really know that.
Understand.
Yeah. So I felt like he is not lucky. But by the grace of God,
When you were growing,
yes, I
you
came
got
to
to
realize that
understand that.
it's not about luck.
Wow.
So it's not good. It's not
Okay.
good. But if
So
you are
so
into it,
so what like the highest you've ever bet in your life, in maybe in a day or in a week, and the problem or the challenges you faced after.
in a day, I can't even calculate. But the one I remember is less than 2 hours. I've used about 7,000. It wasn't my money. My money was
2 hours.
less than 2 hours. That day I felt like I'm going mad. I went out and I was talking to my landlord that please, something is doing me, so let's talk. She's like, what is wrong with you? I said, oh, I just had a dream, and then the woman started to tell me some stories, and it was God. Less than
Really?
2 hours, 1,000 cedis. Less than 2 hours. And you see, because I don't
7,000 or 1,000.
7,000, like 7,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, I'm telling you.
And the money was not for you.
It wasn't for me. And unfortunate for me, just after using the money, less than 2 hours. No, it was in the evening later. Yeah, just after using that money, in the evening, the person called that it was Susu money. So I should give it to some people. I didn't even know where to get the money from. So I know some people, I know a lot of people, and I called them that, oh, please, I needed some. Unfortunately, that day I couldn't get any of the money. I didn't even get 100 cedis. So later on, my friend introduced me to some people. I went to borrow the money from them. That okay, if that is, I'll work and give the people. But when I go to work and they pay me maybe like 100 cedis, then I feel like I should use the 100 cedis again
To
then
go and
to
double this
multiply.
one so that you can clear this one.
It was only God. So some way,
Wow.
I gave the phone out. I was using some iPhone SE or so. I gave it out and I told someone that the person should give me the yam. So I was rather using yam.
Wow.
So by the grace of God, some people call me that some work at Kumasi. That's how I was able to pay. Even took me about 5 months to pay the money.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
With
how God.
interest or
Oh, no
without
interest,
any
no
interest?
interest. It's a friend, like the guy. God will bless the guy wherever. If you are going for long, how can you pay that money?
Wow.
It was God, though. So I say glory
So
to God.
so how did you stop? How
My
how
stopping,
did you manage to gather courage
yeah,
and
to stop
stop?
it. Sometimes we say if no grace, but sometimes too, like they have been saying, too wada. When you are dying, they say you are not going to stop. Because I realized that no, this thing is not going to help me anymore. Because
Okay.
I felt like I don't want to give up. But I come to think of it too, I'm always losing it. I'm always losing it. So why don't I stop? Then start doing something. So that's how come I stopped. Even that one, I said I stopped, but it wasn't easy. Somehow I was doing some business and somehow I got some 3,000 or so. Someone said I should give 100 cedis. I said, okay. I wanted to use the money for meter. So I said, okay, if that's the case, after giving the person the 100 cedis, let me now go and double
The
the
2009.
2,000. I just wanted 100 cedis. I said, okay. So I even used 100 cedis for the beginning. That okay, let me use this 100 cedis. When I get the 200 and I stop. Oh, it's a whole lot too. Before I realized the
You want to
money.
spend the 2,900.
Oh, I was dating someone by then. The lady broke up with me. She said, "You're not serious in life." And then I realized that it's true. I'm not serious. For a lady to
Wow,
tell you that you're not serious in life,
it's a serious.
it's a serious something. So I realized, no, this thing cannot help. And I stopped. This
Wow.
my late father once told me that during the debt,
Yes.
by then he was alive.
Yes.
So I went there, we need some money. My daddy said I should come and eat balcony. My stepmom is like, your son said he needs some money for this and this. He said, "What I'm going to use the money for?" I told him the story because I didn't want to lie to him.
Yes.
He told my stepmom that the reason why he's not giving me is because I'm not going to stop. Because he know me more better. And he know that I'm not going because I started this thing when I was young and he keeps saying that I should stop and I didn't stop. So
Wow.
now that this thing has happened, I should come and eat banku and go and sleep. That's what my daddy
Wow.
told me.
And he didn't help you to pay the money.
He didn't help me, but someways our God is God.
But okay, so after stopping, you got to the stage where you became addicted. Now you came to that crossroad that you decided that okay, now I'm not going to do it again because this thing has landed me to a lot of troubles and all that and all that. After you stopped, are you not being tempted to go back?
Oh, this may stop me. I said I'll stop. I can say I stopped betting, let's say 3 years ago.
Okay.
But the last time I bet that I can remember was last month. So
You still went to
yes,
bed.
this is serious. Oh, see, it may be funny to you because you are not into it. It was last month, but I believe I stopped. The reason I'm saying is how I used to bet
Okay.
and how I used to spend money on it.
Okay.
Though I'm not able to stop, like say directly, but it's working. I'm stopping small, small. And by the grace of for the whole of last month, let's say
You've not bet.
I've no bet. I've no bet. So that's why I said I've
So
stopped.
does it mean that you have a group of friends that's like
See,
they
don't worry.
bet
All
and
my
you
friends
feel
are into betting.
really
All my friends,
all your friends?
all my friends, even some, all my friends are into betting. Like all my friends, the only people I know that they don't bet is when I go to church. And if I know that close, so if you say friends, I say all my friends are into betting.
Okay.
And one thing we believe is if it doesn't work today, it will work
Well,
tomorrow. And you can't that people you
that
can't
is
go
the
and tell that they should stop. Oh, that's the
the
motto.
motto is if it doesn't work today,
It
it will
will
work
work
tomorrow.
tomorrow. So what are you trying to tell me that it's like any unless maybe you don't call them, they'll be like challenge today to yeah wow. So it's like you're always talking about it. So those are the challenges that make it they'll make you the individual or like it make it hard for you to stop because it's like when you call the person start discussing about it. And sometimes they'll tell about this match oh. And because I'm also a football fan, I can be like, oh no. Like sometimes I do predict and
And
it
it
come to
counts.
pass. So let's say if I predict today and then it come to pass and maybe tomorrow I feel like so I spoiled that chance so I could have win. Maybe I could have been finished there. So why don't I do it tomorrow if you try it?
You are gone.
Ogbo. Global person will tell you Ogbo, you are dead. If you like to ride. So that's it.
Wow.
I
Wow.
just pray God help me. So as you are talking to me, maybe I'm not really close to you.
Okay.
But when we separate, please, if there's something you can do, I believe in praying.
Yeah.
Though I'm not into prayer much, but so if you love me as your neighbor, or maybe you feel like this guy too needs some help, then the only help you can do for me that I know is I do just try and pray to your God, however your God will understand.
Yeah.
Then your God will, or let's say God, if He's the living God Himself,
Yeah.
the God will know that no, this guy really wants to stop betting. And I
Great.
believe God will help me. Yeah, I believe
Great.
that's the only thing that can help.
But physically or before you, what I can say is addiction, like you are saying, addiction is a very strong, it's a very strong thing. And one thing, this may be an advice, maybe quote unquote, that the very moment you are still in the circle of the people who still do the thing, you are likely not to stop. You will go and you will come back. So maybe the people you associate with, you must begin to work it out and begin to get close to other set of people, because the people who would who would help you out, they are doing it. So the very moment you get close, you have the urgency, you have the feeling to do it. And that is one thing I can perceive. So it's a gradual thing. But maybe I feel like we should be
Is
able
it
to be changing.
is it going to work easy like that? Because this is what I'm talking about. I'm a childhood friend, so till now, even last I we buried my father.
Yeah.
These people came to show massive love and a lot. So is it easy to just go away from them and say,
So it is not easy. So it all depends on you.
okay,
It all depends on you, because some of them, if even if not all of them, some of them, those, because at least they are your friend, you know that some of them are deep into the thing.
for sure, sure.
And like you said earlier on, some even go for juju and all that to add up so that they can get more. So some of them you would have to cut, not to say you don't talk to them again, but some associate, some places you go, some things you cut, you lay back more. Gradually you move. But if you are still in their mix and whatever they are doing, you are also doing it. And once in a while you do it. Once in a while you do it. One day it will just, and that one, if you enter, you may not come back again. That is a danger. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It makes
It's
sense. It
yeah.
makes sense. It makes sense.
So like, what when you see the youth, what advice will you give someone like me who has never bet before? I don't even know. I've been listening to, or I'm a very strong football fanatic. I support, I watch football that any, I have TV, I don't watch movies, but I like football than any other thing. I can even watch on my phone. But I don't know anything called, I know betting, but I've been hearing odds. I've been 1 over something, 2.5 or whatever. I don't know what they are. A young person, me, who have not bet before, or a younger person, you started 8 years ago. So it means that you have a lot of experience to share, like you are sharing now. A young person of your age, or even someone who is even 18 years and above, who is yet to enter into betting, what advice will you give such a person?
You see, one big problem for the youth or for us now is we want quick money.
Okay.
It's like sometimes I can say the money our parents have never spent before is the money we want to spend a day. And so because of that, you see, this betting brings when you want, you get that quick money you want. But I came to realize too that that cannot help us to make it in life. At the end of the day, we'd rather be believing in tomorrow or wait 1 hour before you realize you die or you become useless in life. So to me, one advice I can tell them is let's rather focus on how we get knowledge to work or to create some work for us. Sometimes when some people will be like they are they've went to school, they have their certificate, but they are not employing them or whatever.
Yeah.
That's some people, that's the reason why they started betting.
So what are some of the reasons why you or other people, other friends among you, people, you
Mm.
personally, and other those your other friends who are also into betting, what are some of the key reasons why, apart from quick money, what are the key reasons why they enter into betting?
Let's say the key reason is we want to make it in life, but we are not ready to wait for the right time. Or sometimes we believe in we feel like we are waiting for the right, like we are delaying life.
Mm.
And the kind of money we want to make in life, if we don't start from today, or if
You
we
will not
don't,
get it.
yeah, we will not get it. So to me, like this, by then they have been giving me food in the house too. But I just feel like I want to start buying dresses for myself. Like I want to look big in town. I want to dress like you see. And some these ladies, if you don't have money, they don't follow you.
Yeah.
And some some are even poor. When you go to their house and they are poor, but when they see you in town, they flex you and they move on because why? Someone who is having money
Will
get them
come for
easy.
them.
So why don't you also read big? Or so because of that, to me, I don't want to go into maybe rituals or something. That I feel like let me rather bet.
Okay.
After I don't see it to be a sin because I feel like it's lack. So why don't I bet
It's a
and get
game.
money? It's a game. So why don't I bet? But come to think of it, it's a game, but some games are not good to involve. So you don't even have to involve yourself into it. So one advice I can give the youth is let's rather focus on the little we can do, even if it's selling of this water. Why don't we sell it and believe in God? I rather save. Let's put how people will see us aside and rather focus on how to hustle or how to make money. Sometimes people see us to be like this way. Sometimes they will laugh at you when maybe you are selling something. But why don't we let them go and then we focus in life? When I stopped betting, I decided to do some business. So by the grace of God, I was able to gather some money and I bought bicycle. And I did some career behind it. And I was doing it for delivery.
Okay.
People do laugh at me because I know what I've experienced. Yeah, I don't
You don't
mind.
care.
I don't care because I don't care. By the grace of God, I'm getting some 1 CD that I don't beg for money. And I'm okay with it. So sometimes you should forgo it. People call it bicycle, but I call it Jiwago.
Yeah.
Because I know tomorrow it will be Jiwago, but they don't see what I see. So let's rather focus. Because once there is life, there is hope. So instead of you to go and do something that you die or they will come out like, if not because of God, by this time I'm in jail because the money was very huge. And it was only God who helped me out. Sometimes
So
your story cannot be like my own.
so had it gotten to that point where uh, you don't have anything but you want to bet at all costs and you were tempted or you were able to steal somebody's money or take somebody's something and sell to be able to bet at that point.
As for stealing, it's not part of me. So
Yeah.
that side there doesn't really come. But I have friends that they do steal. Sometimes at the bet center, they will steal and they will go and sell just to get the money to bet. As for me, stealing is not my own.
Yeah.
I didn't involve myself into stealing. But my own is even if I'm not having, my own is I can borrow.
Okay.
I can call someone that please. And my own, I will just call you, please. I'm somewhere and I'm going somewhere, so I need some money for transportation.
Okay.
The person will give you 20 cities, 10 cities, they will give you, and I'm going to use it for betting.
Bet.
That's my own. So my own is I became beggar on
Yeah.
the name of betting. I feel
Yeah.
like when I make it, I won't beg again. But it's like I keep begging, and even that one alone, it's a whole lot. So it's not good at all. It's not good. It's not good.
So
Let's try and stop it.
so have you listened to maybe so are you on TikTok?
No, for now, as I'm talking to you, see, I'm using for now. When
You've given that phone out.
ah,
So like before your phone got spoiled, you were on TikTok.
yes.
Okay, so have you watched any video or documentary or adverts concerning or talking about how to bet responsible? Have you watched something of that sort before?
No, really, myself, I'm not a fan of social media like that. My own is me. If you see me online, I'm not doing anything apart from betting.
Okay,
So I don't even have time for that. But sometimes I do hear people saying, this man, since Bishop Dark or something,
okay,
was once talking about betting that if you want to be rich in life, or is it if you want to be rich in life? He said if you want to be poor in life, continue betting.
betting.
By then I felt like this man don't know what he's talking
Okay,
about because we want money, and as if you want to be poor in life, continue betting. So I didn't really
pay
pay
attention.
attention to it. But
Okay,
it was later I realized that no, this man, what the man said is really deep. And truly, if you want to be poor,
we
then continue
continue.
betting. Yeah.
So before we go, to you and myself and to the people out there, what do you think we should do as people? Because what we've heard now or have heard now, it means that younger people of 8 years, 10 years, 11 years are all betting. What do you think we should do, me, you, and then the people out there, including the government. What can we do to stop those things? Especially that we have laws, but the laws are not working.
Yes. This is a big question because the youth now, everyone is using phone,
Okay.
and the betting is on the phone itself.
Okay.
Now most of people don't even go to bet center. So whether the person is betting home or not, you won't know. So the person can even be 6 years, but once the person has a phone, smartphone, the person just log in and bet. So to me,
It cannot be monitored.
it cannot be monitored. It will
Okay.
be very difficult.
Okay. So it means that then fine, we can now preach responsible betting. I mean, me and you, we can bet, but we must know our limits. We must know that it's a game, and you lose, you win. You can win today, and maybe to the next 2 3 years, you may not win anything again. And if we have it at the back of our mind like that, then it means that every day we cannot stand up and just bet
That's it.
anyhow, maybe once in a while, maybe once in a day or once in a week. That makes it more responsible than maybe doing it 4 5 6 times like other people would do in a day. What do you think about that?
You are right. You are right. 100% right. But the only thing is we should control ourselves because sometimes when you do and you win today, you feel like I'll win tomorrow.
Okay.
And when they win you tomorrow, maybe it can be just one thing. So you feel like
Something small.
yeah, sometimes you feel like okay, let me just take this thing off and add another thing
Another
so that I win. So one thing I can say is you are very right, but we need to control ourselves too, whereby you should know that no, this thing, like you say, is a game.
Yeah.
So when I do it today, or maybe during the week, you just give yourself that I'll do it every Saturday. It's a once every Saturday, and not huge money. Something like 5 cities less, 5 cities down. It's okay. So when they win 5 cities, let's say 5 cities
Yeah.
every week, and they
So
win
no,
you 5 cities, it's far better than you involving into it, believing like you are that you don't do any other way, believing that you want to make it from this side. It won't work.
because
It won't help us,
I learned that many of the guys, that is what they do now.
and they don't work.
They work. They just wake up from home, brush, wear the something, and go and sit at the game center all through the whole day. The next day they will go back, and at the end of the day they don't win. How do
So
they survive?
so such people are those that if you are not lucky, they will come and steal you. Yes, so because even the game center itself, they are
They are
stealing
still
there.
over there.
Then you who you don't even bet or you are not into or you are not a gangster or something, they don't fear you
Wow.
because they do smoke too. So
Yeah.
yes, as they are there, they are smoking, they are betting, they are doing so lot. And there are some ladies too that they say they are in love with such people.
Yeah.
So they can even come and steal you and go and give it to the guy,
Yeah.
and they are okay. They believe it, they will make it tomorrow. So to me, let's rather focus on our works. Let's rather focus on how we want to work and let's take better out of our money because if you say want to be doing it and it won't help us. So let's rather focus on the work. And maybe like you say once in a week or maybe once in a month. It's not something that we should do it like daily work that we will be going and it will help us. Because I believe these whites they are just making money out of us.
Huge one.
Huge ones.
So if
We are I feel like we are still slaves. Because we are still under them, the betting is by them, and we are still doing
everything
it.
they bring,
So
we jump on it.
we jump on it.
It's true. So if I should conclude, it means that if you are yet to bet, enter into betting, don't go there at all.
Don't write.
If you are also in it means that you have to conscientize yourself that it is a game and you are not going to win every day.
Yes.
You may not even win anything at all. So you must do this responsibly, maybe once in a while, maybe once in a week.
That's it. Because if you are not into it, then maybe you hear that someone win or something, and you attempt to go into it. You are yet to experience it. Sometimes when you start, you can be winning some small money. But before you realize the money they will start winning you. And why do you want to go into betting when you are hearing people say it's no good?
It's not good.
Then maybe you don't want to make it in life.
Yeah.
So let's rather stop it. Let's rather stop it. my fear is how to talk to these young children that are coming
To
that I
listen.
have to listen. That's my problem.
So,
Maybe they should be preaching it in the church. They don't even go to the church.
so what do you think that today almost everybody, including myself, we are on social media, TikTok especially. Almost everybody now, TikTok is the trending thing now.
Yeah.
What do you think that we do live sessions? We invite people like you who have vast experience to talk about it, or we do a video like we are doing now. We post it for people because almost every young guy or lady who has phone now is on social media, especially TikTok. Will watch when they watch and listen to your experience, they'll realize that maybe where I'm going is a very slippery
It seems you
place.
have the solution for it too. That's it. To
Okay,
me, I feel like this is the best solution we can do.
okay,
And so maybe if possible, the government should rather involve or invest into this. Maybe the individuals, those who are willing to be posting this,
yeah,
and it will help us. It will help the country. If only the government wants us to make it in this country, or we want the country to go far.
yeah,
Because it will help us. If you don't experience it, you can't talk to someone about it.
it's true.
This is not about someone to come and pay us,
No,
but just to talk to our brothers so that they don't involve themselves in this. Because if you try,
and then there are ladies who also bet a lot.
a whole lot. And the courage that I even have is more than your own. Because when the lady said I want 100 cities to the lady will get, the lady can sometimes
Call the
vote
guy.
some ladies, they just give themselves to guys. Sometimes they say sugar daddies and things
And
just
all
to
that
get the money to do
go and
betting.
bet.
Because they believe in when they get the money from that sugar daddy and they give maybe the best sex or something, they'll get their own money and one day they'll be like
They
they'll
will
become
be
big
big person.
ladies and so they will
And
not
at the
call
end of the
someone
day, they
again.
don't
You don't win. So you keep on going to the person keep on using you anyhow. And if you are not lucky, you get sickness out of it or something. That's why youth are a lot are dying now. May God help us.
Thank you for
God help
coming.
us. You're
God
welcome.
bless
You're
you.
welcome. I'm grateful because
My pleasure.
meeting you too, you taught me something today. I'm going to work on it and I believe it will help me stop.
Okay.
It will really help me stop because if I said I'll focus on maybe I'm stopping, I'm sorry, or let's say only prayer alone, maybe it will be hard for me to stop. But for you telling me that it's not like I shouldn't be okay with my friends, but at least know how to limit myself with. It's a big saying. Though my daddy passed away, but maybe my daddy make a way and you made me meet you today.
Okay.
So that you just tell me this, and I'm grateful. And I thank God Almighty too for meeting you. So thank you very much.
My
Thank you.
pleasure. God
Thank you.
bless you
Thank
very
you.
much for
You're
your
welcome.
time.
You're welcome.
And we'll do this. I'll come back and then we'll talk more extensively about this.
Okay.
I'm very grateful.
Okay. I
Thank
do
you.
normally come here to it sometimes, so maybe I'll take your contact rather so
Sure.
that yes, my phone cry, I didn't know.
Don't
Okay.
worry, I'll give it to
Okay,
you before.
okay,
So we'll talk
okay.
and then we'll meet again and we'll talk more deeper, even other issues than this.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm grateful.
All right.
You're welcome. Yeah.